Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to what was easily the most exciting game of the 2024 season by far. Game 1 of the Mets-Braves doubleheader. Tylor Megill is on the bump, and he's going to start things off for the Mets, or really, I should say, finish the first inning with his first strikeout of the day. Bottom second now, d'Arnaud up, ground ball to Vientos, makes a good diving stop, but cannot get the out at first. That'll put runners on first and second, one out. Urshela, see you later. Megill picks up another strikeout. Love to see that. He pitched mostly well today. Here's Arcia now. See you later. 2 strikeouts in a row to finish off the second. And now, top 3. Tyrone Taylor shows why you should always hustle your ass off down the first baseline as he cue balls one down the line. Literally rips the cover off the ball and has it curved all the way back into fair territory, and then immediately steals second base to get himself into scoring position. Alvarez, unfortunately, ground ball to short, does not get him in, but it does get him over, so hopefully Harrison Bader can do something. He does not. That's ground ball straight to third base, so 2 outs now, and runner still stranded on third base. Lindor, ground ball to first. That will end the inning. Mets threaten, but do not score. Bottom 3 now, runner on first, no outs. Albies at the plate with the most open stance since Tony Batista, and he's gonna crank the shit out of that one to left field to score the first runs of the game and put Atlanta on the board. 2 to the Mets, nothing. Later in the inning, with runners on first and second, that's a wild pitch, or pass ball really, that was not called a strike. Will move the runners over, but d'Arnaud strikes out anyway to finish the inning. Top 5, Martinez gets the second hit of the day for the Mets with Alonso on first. So that puts runners on first and second with no outs for Tyrone Taylor. Schwellenbach, by the way, pitched a fucking gem today. I'll read out his final stat line later, but for a dude who only pitched 31 innings in college and was a shortstop mainly, fuck this guy. He's way too fucking good at pitching the baseball as Bader grounds out to end the inning. So once again, the Mets threaten, but do not score. Bottom 5 now. Megill's going to walk Albies on 4 pitches to put a runner on first base. He's going to look a little sad about it. And now Ozuna is going to ground out to Lindor, who gets a nice double play going. Ozuna not running to first base. Shame. And so with 2 outs now, Megill is going to get Olsen to ground out back to him. And good God, classic pitcher blunder, making a terrible throw to first. But Pete making a great diving pick, keeping his feet on the bag. Love to see it. Gets out of the inning. Do not love to see this. Bottom 6, 1 out. Laureano takes that hanging slider, whatever it was, from Tylor deep to increase the Atlanta lead. You light your fucking fireworks. Fuck you. So they're up 3-0 now. Gio Urshela, bottom 6, is going to float that one into the outfield for a 2-out single. That will be Megill's 100th pitch and also his last, as Carlos Mendoza will replace him with Huáscar Brazoban. I'm never sure if I'm saying his first name correctly, but Brazoban is always very fun to say. 3-2 count to Arcia. He's going to walk him and put runners on first and second. Tylor not pleased with that. And then it started pouring, because of course it did. Why wouldn't it start dumping rain in the middle of this game? Thankfully, though, Brazoban is able to manage it and gets Harris to line out to right field. So that's great. We're going to jump ahead to the 8th inning now, where Schwellenbach is still in because he's still dealing. However, this is the first time he's ever thrown a pitch in the 8th inning, and his first one ever is a ball. 5th inning is the only time he's thrown more than 12 pitches, but the last 2 innings he threw, 7 and 9 respectively. So Tyrone Taylor needs to do everything he can to rack up as many pitches as he can. And he's already at a 1-2 count after 3 pitches, takes that one in the dirt to make it 2-2, and now he's just going to start fighting. That's a cutter on the inside half that he fouls off, still 2-2. Takes another one in basically the same spot, foul, keeps it 2-2. Fastball up and in, not taking that, 3-2 count. Cutter up and out a little bit. He's going to pop that one out into foul territory. Next pitch, inside cutter, fouls that one off down the third baseline. Staying alive. We're at 9 pitches now. Number 10, little sweeper slider action low and in. Not going to do it, baby. One more pitch to go. Number 11, he's at 93 now. Bang! Finally gets a mistake right down the middle. Cranks it into left center. That's going to be a double for Tyrone Taylor. The first extra base hit of the day for the Mets. And it's going to be the end of Spencer Schwellenbach's day. Let me get his final line for you. He had a fucking great day. He went 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 5 Ks. Why is this guy so good at pitching? I don't know. Enter Joe Jimenez. That's a fair ball down the third baseline from Alvarez. Tyrone Taylor gunning it from second base. Runs on the board for the Mets. Alvarez, RBI double. Let's fucking go. Starling Marte, inside slider. Bangs it into left field. Alvarez had the hold up, so he's going to stay at third. Marte at first. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. It's Lindor time, baby. He's 0 for 3 right now. Not anymore! Boom! Line drive, back up the middle. That scores Alvarez. 3-2 Braves. Call to the bullpen. Get this guy out of here. No more Joe Jimenez. We're checking the scouting report. It's Iglesias on Iglesias. Gary called it the War of the Churches, which was so good. And guess what? Jose Iglesias is going to rope that one into right field, opposite field, and drive in another run. Tie game. Marte comes in to score. Vientos up next, flies it out to center field, but deep enough for Lindor to fucking book it. Oh, let's go! New York Mets take the lead, top of the 8th, still 1 out to go. Alvarez is jumping around with Acuna. The fans are pissed. That mustache is insane. Here comes Brandon Nimmo, 2-1 count. Iglesias still up. Nuke! Tank! Crushes a 2-run home run above the fucking chop house. Look at Alvarez. Look at this team. Taylor, everyone. Yeah, stun on him, Nimmo. Here comes Pete Alonso. Let's go. Add to the lead. 1-0 count. Still 1 out. He swings at a slider that hits him in the knee.
Did that hit him?
I think it did.
Oh, man. If you wanted any idea where Pete's at with his hitting currently, that's a pretty good example. I didn't even need to show the rest. He struck out or something. Also, Aaron Bummer is pitching now, which is hilarious. JD Martinez draws a walk, and then Tyrone Taylor, his second at-bat of the inning, will fly out. But the Mets, with 6 hits and 6 runs on the inning, take a commanding lead, and now it's time for Phil Maton to pitch. Eli White, he hits in the forearm, but apparently that wasn't a swing. I'm really not sure how this wasn't a swing, because he definitely brought the bat all the way around. He took that right in the forearm, though. That probably sucked ass. So, that will be a runner on first for Laureano, who's going to reach for one outside the zone and fly out to Marte over in right field. So there we go. Mets fans are clapping. We're hyped. 1 out, and d'Arnaud is going to float one into center field. That will move Eli White over to third base, so we got runners on first and third now. So Mendoza decides to throw Edwin Diaz out there to face a wombo combo of his inadequacies, that being inherited runners and a more than 3-out save. I had to switch to the Bally broadcast for the Gio Urshela at bat because for some reason I was getting only audio and just saw the commercial break screen on MLB TV. MLB, please fix. So thankfully, Gio grounded out on a little chopper back to Edwin. He floated it over to Pete, and that's 2 outs with runners on second and third. Jared Kelenic up now. He's going to rope that one down the line to Pete, makes a great stop, and Edwin doesn't cover. Edwin Diaz does not cover first base for some fucking reason. Literally just forgets he has a job to do. Forgets that he's playing the game of baseball and has to cover first. Then he walks Michael Harris II on 4 pitches to load the bases. Nightmare! 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 Albie's up now, 3-1 count. He crushes it. crushes it into left field over Nimmo's head, off the wall, bounces back into the outfield. Merrifield is flailing his arms around. Oh my God, the Braves take the lead 7-6. That's a 3-2 count to Ozuna. Oh my God, and mercifully, Edwin Diaz gets out of the inning. Oh, and he looks so distraught. I would be too. That was like the worst thing to ever happen. But top of the ninth, Starling Marte with one out gets one back up the middle. Oh, baby, to put a runner on first. Pierce Johnson pitching. Here's Lindor. First pitch of the at-bat. Boom! Oh, my God. I was losing my mind. I had to watch this game at work. I was losing my fucking mind. He tanks that one to right center somehow. I have no idea how that got out. And he reclaims the lead for the Mets with a 2-run home run. Unbelievable. Not going crazy, not showboating. That is my MVP. Look at him just strutting back to the dugout. Acuna and Bader hugging him. What a sight to see. This dude is a fucking machine. I never want to hear anybody talk shit about him ever again. That's a strikeout to end the inning, but the Mets have taken the lead 8-7, and oh my God, Edwin is out there again for the bottom of the ninth. Matt Olson is up, and holy shit, first pitch, he flies out, pops it up straight to Lindor, so that's a one pitch out in the bottom of the ninth. Thank goodness. Here comes White again. That is somehow not strike three. Thank you, Blue. So we got ourselves a full count, and that's going to be a little dinky blooper into center field. I swear that was like all of their hits today, except for the home run, obviously, and the other nuke off the wall, but whatever. That is, thank goodness, a foul ball. Great call by Blue, who was standing right on the line. It just missed the bag. So, one strike on Laureano, make it 2 strikes after that slider. That's going to be a stolen base to put the tying run in scoring position, but Laureano cannot do a thing with that 91-mile-an-hour slider. And now I'm just going to leave you with my reaction from when I was watching at work, and then Gary's call.
2-2.
Oh, yes, 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 yes! Let's fucking go!
2-2. Ground ball. Lindor waits on it. He's got it. And the ball game is over. From 0-5 to OMG. What a ride. The Mets are going to the postseason in 2024.
I am literally at a loss for words. I truly do not know what to say. This was supposed to be a rebuild year. This was supposed to be retooling. This literally was not supposed to happen. I've said this before, but I cannot stress it enough. I started this YouTube channel. I started doing these breakdowns because of how historically and comically bad this team was through the month of May. And I didn't even plan on making a channel. I just made a couple videos because they had a few terrible losses. And, you know, I said that, you know, who knows, if the Mets keep being the Mets, I'll keep making these. And, oh my goodness, I could never in a million years have expected this. The 2024 New York Mets have clinched a spot in the postseason. Is it the wild card? Yes. Who fucking cares? This was not supposed to happen, and an absurd run propelled by memes and just the best fandom ever somehow made it a reality. And I'm so fucking happy. Let's go Mets. They just lost in game 2 to the Braves. Who cares? We're playing Milwaukee. I will see you in the wild card.